All right, guys. We have Gerald here in the top right. And in the bottom left, we have Pig. So, Pig versus Gerald. Obviously, Gerald is a lot stronger than Pig. Gerald is a very highly ranked Protoss. In fact, he's sending a quick probe here to block that hatch, so that's kind of annoying. Well, I imagine that that's what he's doing, but we'll see. I actually don't know if you even get there on time on Amygdala, but he seemed like he sent that early enough. But yeah, anyways. Here's a couple things. This is the first, like, real game where we're going to be able to, I think, see what some of these balance changes are doing. So if you haven't seen my video yet on my main YouTube channel, Artosis TV, about the new balance patch, you should check it out. This is being played on the PTR server, which has the balance patch installed for people to test it. And it was made by the Balance Council. We're not entirely sure exactly everyone who's on the council. Gerald, this Protoss player, is on the council. I asked, I had Mapu ask him if he was being threatened, and that's how the changes got through, where Protoss got nerfed and the other races got buffed. And he blinked twice, so I'm going to assume that something's going on there. Yeah, the patch looks completely insane when you look at the balancing that has been put into it, where the race that has absolutely been the weakest at pro level, without any question in the whole world, has been nerfed, while the other two races have either been about the same or buffed. So, we're going to see what this looks like from someone who apparently is on the Balance Council. Like, let's see. Is it going to be okay for him giving energy to a unit once every minute? I don't know. I simply don't know. Over on Pig's side, of course, don't forget the Queens cost an additional 25 minerals. So that's pretty crazy, although the hatcheries are 25 minerals less. And the spores are stronger and the spines are stronger. All right, so probe trying to get away here. It works so hard to catch up. Look at that perfect turnaround. Well done. Stargate coming up here for Gerald. That is one cool thing, I guess, is that energy upgrade can bring Oracle energy back, so that could be useful. Or that, so basically, instead of overcharge now, you have something that once every minute gives 100 energy to a Protoss unit. Okay, good saves there by Pig. Deflects this Adept really, really supremely well. Gerald right now going for that first Oracle. So just killing off this Overlord. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Everything looking very normal in this early part of the game. None of these early units really got changed too much, other than the Queen costing 25 more minerals. Okay, so see, he just utilized that ability and gave 100 energy to the Oracle. So the Oracle is super, super high energy right now. But you can only do that once every minute because I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that, but you can only do that once every minute. So he's going to have a couple Oracles. It's surprising me that he waits for the second one. Okay, he starts to fly out, because if you're going to overcharge one of them, well, I guess if you're trying to maximize overcharges and use it every minute, then yeah, you should maybe do the first one. So here comes that Oracle. Again, a ton of energy. Watch out. The spores actually do more damage against air now. Watch out. Oh no, he has spores in his lines. That high energy Oracle is having a hard time getting in. Turns out additional energy doesn't make you live through spore shots. Dude, if he loses that after using the overcharge on it and it kills no drones, What happens? Oh, man. All right, we have an additional hatchery going up. Again, the hatcheries cost less money now. 25 minerals less, so it's 275 minerals for a hatchery. One of the crazier changes in the patch. Blink on the way here for Gerald. Well, I guess this is kind of an interesting thing, right? He used that, he would normally be completely out of energy and not able to continually do this. There you go. Nice. So this is a little bonus that we're seeing from that patch, right? He's got this additional energy from that overcharge on the Oracle, and he is, in fact, like using a lot of spells from it. I mean, it's mostly just stasis wards, because he can't get near the spores because they deal so much damage. But that's something at least. So that's kind of a cool difference. I don't mind seeing more of that kind of interesting harassment. Hydralisk Den on the way here for Pig. One thing to note is that Hydralisk speed on creep has been nerfed, but they have a little bonus movement speed thing that can be used anywhere, like a Hydralisk dash. That looks kind of like a cool idea, so that they can be microed away from things like Psy Storms or Disruptors better. Infestation Pit on the way here for Pig. A little bit of harassment, and he does pick off Pig's hatchery, so that's nice. All right, a bunch of Zealots being warped in to prevent this gold base from dying. So Gerald doing a good job of kind of controlling the pace of this game. Pig going to be a little bit sad that he doesn't have his 4th base, while the gold base is not, in fact, being denied. So that's the upgrade Frenzy. I think Frenzy was originally the name. I believe, wasn't Frenzy the name of the ability that they gave to Ultralisks so that they couldn't be slowed via fungal? I could have sworn that's what it was originally called. I think they didn't call it that anymore because it doesn't actually make any sense, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the Hydraling kind of following up on these stalkers. We do have a battery up here, but again, don't forget there's no overcharge. I don't think that that's really going to come into play. The Hydra's actually overextended here a bit. I think it's kind of strange that he chased him that far. I think it's fine to chase off creep a little bit, but when he went that far, it was like pretty obvious that you're going to end up losing everything. Like by the time you get to Gerald's base, he's going to have a lot of units. So feels like Gerald is just kind of outplaying Pig right now, which you would expect. They are two different level players. Pig's a great player, but Gerald's like a legitimate pro. GG. All right, there's one game. Yeah, that's getting declined to Profane. Sorry, my man. That one absolutely cannot get through. We'll throw that into the Discord. All right, we're going to go into our next game. All right, Whispers of Gold is our next map. Haven't seen this map yet, so excited to check it out. Kind of looks cool just looking at the mini-map. We have Gerald there in the top left. Bottom right, we have Pig. Looks like we have a gas station right there as the probe goes through the desert. And coming right over to deny that hatchery, of course. Gonna get there just in the nick of time. Gotta leave even earlier now since it's 25 less minerals. All right, gateway going up at home here for Gerald. Just taking a look at the layout of the map. There's a third with the Terran StarCraft 1 Wraith. There's the gas station pump. Another possible third. Got a little desert down here. 3 downwards ramps. Up to a high ground that looks like a push area for Terran against Zerg. Goliath over there. That's the third base location there for Pig. Nothing too crazy about this layout, it seems. We got some rocks here. Looks like underneath those rocks are some of those lights. Yeah, Mapu's trying to tell us in code here that once you kill those, it's still like, you know, the high grass or whatever. It's like the same thing. Some vision blockers, basically, that you can hide in with units. So we're waiting for this cybernetics core as always, no matter how many times you patch StarCraft 2, unless you make 4-player maps and start with 6 probes. You're going to have to wait for that cybernetics core to finish to really figure out what's going on in PvZ. And there's the Stargate. So no big surprise. If you're going to block the natural, you generally just want to go Adept plus Oracle. So if you're going to make that base far away, the only way to actually take that and make it a real advantage would be to utilize fast-moving harassment units like Adepts and Oracles. A couple things coming in for Pig. Pretty annoying. Goes after some probes here. Adept will come out and no big problem. But definitely a little bit annoying at least. Ooh, nice block. All right, quite a few drones coming out. See if this Oracle harassment... Let's see if he does the overcharge on the Oracle when it pops out again. I'd like to see the... See what that's looking like. All right, here we go. Oh, no, he's not going to fill it up. Okay. Maybe he just wants to utilize Chrono Boost instead. So that first Oracle just making a beeline over. Oh, very nice, very nice. Now, unfortunately, that Spore does so much damage that he almost shot the Oracle out of the sky instantly. Jeez. 6 drones dead, though. So it's already some pretty heavy damage. Okay. Re-ups that energy. Oracle going to come over and very easily deal with this, of course, since running out of energy is not a thing for it right now. Okay, another Oracle comes in for some more damage. Wow. You can definitely feel the difference on the Spore. Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, I am kind of enjoying the higher energy of this Oracle. we saw in the previous game, like a lot of stasis wards. Here, he's keeping it on a little bit longer. Like he kills some lings, he goes over, kills a tumor. A lot of times in the past, that's been like kind of a big decision. Oh, do I turn it on and do something against this tumor, for instance? Do I lay a stasis ward? It's going to be the only thing I can do for a little bit with this thing. So this is kind of an interesting change. We got to be fair where, you know, wow. Well, I mean, pros generally won't let that many drones get stasis warded, but Pig missing that, unfortunately. But yeah, that's some cool harassment. And here's a part of the problem. Like, while this is cool and fun to watch, the stasis wards go down. As, like, let's say that becomes kind of a standard strategy. It'll work better at the beginning and worse and worse and worse over time as pros get more and more used to looking for this and splitting units away. Okay. That was a fucking sick anti-air missile coming out of that spore. Oh my god. So a lot of drones did end up getting killed here. That where that oracle's flying, where the the thing was like putting rocks in the bucket. I hope we see there again. That was, oh shit. Okay, storm on the way right now. Makes sense to see the fast storm. Okay, I think that if this patch, yeah, you see this thing picking up rocks and putting in the bucket right there. That's what a StarCraft 2 player thinks StarCraft 1 is. I just want to throw that out there. Look at it mindlessly put those rocks in the bucket. There's no real skill there. Now, there it goes again. The StarCraft 1 robot. Look at those rocks go in the bucket, man. More strategic game here. Now, I want to talk about... Okay, there's actually a Nidus on the way, so this is going to pick up really quickly. 4 bases for Gerald. Pig is setting up for probably just an all-in attack. I do like the very quick Psystorm, and that's probably going to have to become normal if this patch stays as it is. If you don't have battery overcharge, you're going to have to utilize damage instead, which is probably going to come in the form of an extra Psystorm or two. But 100 energy is 1 Psystorm and 1/3 of a Psystorm. So, like, I mean, if you do it on the right High Templar, I guess it could add 2 Psystorms during a battle. But that's it. It's like 2 Psystorms different. Is that ever going to be enough? Now, Pig doing a pretty big attack. Gerald did do an attack of his own. Got a hatch. Going to back up. Come over here. Try to clear this out. Yeah, blinking forward. Going to be able to deal very quickly with this. Where is the Nidus? Did he not make the Nidus? Like, he made a Nidus, but we don't... I don't think he actually utilized it. He just walked. Yeah, I haven't really seen that utilized as of yet. All right, big Psystorm's coming down now. Some Swarm Hosts coming in from Pig's side. Now, because he actually has Nidus Swarm Hosts, there is some possibilities for a comeback here for Pig. You can gain a lot of value from Swarm Host Nidus over time. Dude. Seriously. Does the Spore need that type of damage? God. Okay, so gonna go ahead, kill off this hatchery right now. There is a counter Nidus play happening, going towards that main base, and we'll see if he can get some real damage there or not. Zealot's kind of stuck, but Blinkstalker's coming in as well. Yeah, it looks like he might be... No, he was going for the probes. Not really getting that much damage. A few probes go down, so that's not too bad. I guess 13 probes, but he's taking a lot of damage over here in the meantime. GG, well played. Gerald going to take this one home pretty quickly.